Hey guys, what's going on? Nivens here. Time for your weekly rock wind-up. Well, when he's not in the band Slipknot melting faces, it seems that Mick Thompson likes to stab people, like his brother. But don't worry, he was stabbed too in the back of the head. No real word on how all this unfolded up in Des Moines, Iowa, West Des Moines, Iowa. But it seems that the injuries are non-life-threatening, and it happened sometime around 4:30 in the morning. So you can only guess at how 3 sheets to the wind those guys were. Well, undoubtedly, you've already heard about Jennifer Ellery of Algonquin, Illinois, and shooting out her television as her children, ages 15, 11, and 6, were just watching too much of that damn TV. And I guess the straw that broke the camel's back was them watching a music video by the band Primus. By the way, Primus will be here at the Uptown Theater in May. My only question is this. What channel were these kids watching the music video on? I don't think those even exist anymore. Anyway, the lady was brought up on charges. She pled guilty and shot out the TV because kids are just watching too much of it. Well, in multiple weekly rock windups, I've told you about Montage of Heck, the Frances Bean Cobain produced documentary about her late father that will appear on HBO May 4th. The trailer for it finally surfaced this week, and it's pretty powerful. On top of that, director saying that there's a 12-minute unreleased acoustic tune by Cobain that'll be part of the soundtrack. So if you're a fan of all things Kurt Cobain, be on the lookout for that. Speaking of Nirvana, it seems that Courtney Love filing a lawsuit on behalf of the Nirvana camp for this alleged Nirvana song that started surfacing on the internet called Flaccid Bone. I put it up on Facebook and asked you guys what you thought of it. Most people are divided down the middle. They feel like this might be Kurt Cobain. It doesn't sound much at all like Kurt to me. It sounds more like Wes Scantlin teamed up with somebody from Dinosaur Jr. and tried to make a Nirvana tune. Nonetheless, though, she's going after him for, I guess, well, I don't know what the lawsuit exactly would be, but maybe it's just faking being somebody you're not. I don't know. So. And although this has no correlation to the actual band Motley Crue, it seems that Motley Crue's food truck, or grilled food truck up in Lakeview, Minnesota, blew up Friday night, damaging 20 homes and injuring 2 people. Fortunately, no one sustained any life, sustaining injuries or whatever it is. I just thought it was kind of funny that a food truck exploded. Probably an issue with the propane tank. So remember, kids, if you're going to have a food truck business, make sure your propane tanks, just like on your grill, are completely shut off before you go into bed. Well, we're about a month out from Record Store Day. It takes place on April the 18th, the third Saturday in April, as it has done for almost like the last decade or so. It's been around for a while. I know that I'll be partaking in it because I'm that kind of musical geek, or as it like to be called, audiophiles. But it was announced this week some of the limited edition runs that will be coming out. Check out recordstoreday.com, as there's just way too many to print off. But I figured some of these are worth noting. Foo Fighters, Songs from the Laundry Room, be a 10-inch vinyl. It's going to have some 2 demo versions and a cover, previously unreleased song for Alone plus Easy Target. Big Me, the demo version, Kids in America, and Empty Handed. Mastodon will release Atlanta, 12-inch picture disc. Those guys dropping that on the Warner Brothers label. In This Moment, who of course we will see at Rockfest, going to be releasing a 7-inch vinyl for Sex Metal Barbie. Again, a lot of this stuff is limited edition run, so if you're definitely looking to score it, might want to try and find out where it's going to be sold in Kansas City or wherever you're watching in America or the world. Speaking of KC, a famous alum, Charlie Parker, going to release the Charlie Parker story. Of course, he's no longer around, but that's going to be a 12-inch vinyl of, quote, the greatest recording session made in modern jazz history in its entirety, featuring Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, Miles Davis, Bud Powell, Curly Russell, and Max Roach. Stone Sour, meanwhile, in Burbank, their covers album will be out on a 12-inch colored vinyl. Stooges, Have Some Fun, live at Ungano's. That's a 12-inch colored vinyl. Johnny Thunders, live at Max's Kansas City, Volumes 1 and 2. Social Distortion, putting out their 1990 eponymous debut album, 25th anniversary, on 12-inch colored vinyl. And finally, one that I'm super stoked about, limited edition print for From Beale Street to Oblivion, special edition by Clutch. Great jam that one is. Looking forward to trying to score that one on vinyl for Record Store Day. I'm Nivens. Thank you very much for tuning into Weekly Rock Windup. There is a lot going on in downtown this weekend. Obviously, Planet Comic Con, and you've got the Big 12 tournament basketball, sports ball thing. I thought it was funny that one of the newspapers had to run an actual article about what to do about parking in the city. Here's a little tip for you. There's plenty of park and rides, like way downtown the River Market or out in like Brookside, Waldo area. You may even have to, I know it's going to be a shock because it's not like the mall, but you might have to park a few blocks away before going to wherever it is you're going. That's life in the city, people. It's not like the mall. You can pull right up to the front door. and I've seen the way you eat. You could probably take a couple laps going into Sprint Center. Just saying. I'm Nivens. Have a great weekend.